She's the teenager who killed her boyfriend and another friend by deliberately driving into a brick wall.
The 15 years to life for the murders of her boyfriend Dominic Russo and her friend.
On a fateful day in July 2022, the quiet suburb of Strongsville, Ohio, became the backdrop for an incident that would change the lives of many. 19-year-old Mackenzie Shirilla, just 17 at the time, deliberately crashed her car into a brick wall at a shocking 100 miles per hour, taking the lives of her boyfriend Dominic Russo and his friend Davion Flanagan. Last week, Mackenzie Shirilla faced her day in court, and the verdict was nothing short of staggering. She was found guilty on multiple counts, including murder, felonious assault, aggravated vehicular homicide, drug possession, and possession of criminal tools. Prosecutors presented a compelling case that painted a grim picture of her intentions. It was argued that her tumultuous relationship with Dominic Russo led her to make a cruel and selfish decision, a decision that no one could have anticipated. Today, we'll take you through the harrowing details of the case that left everyone in disbelief. Last week, the courtroom witnessed a tense and emotionally charged trial. Mackenzie Shirilla stood before the judge, facing a litany of charges, including murder, felonious assault, aggravated vehicular homicide, drug possession, and possession of criminal tools. The prosecution presented a compelling case, painting a grim picture of her intentions. It was argued that her tumultuous relationship with Dominic Russo led her to make a cruel and selfish decision, a decision that no one could have anticipated. The courtroom was a crucible of emotions as the trial unfolded. The air was thick with tension as the prosecution meticulously presented its case, using evidence, witnesses, and compelling testimonies. The families of Dominic Russo and Davion Flanagan sat through the proceedings, their faces etched with pain, longing for answers and closure. The very walls of the courtroom seemed to bear witness to the weight of the tragedy. The presiding judge, Margaret Russo, did not mince her words during the sentencing. She emphasized that the pain in the courtroom stemmed from Mackenzie's actions alone. The judge handed down a sentence of 15 years to life in prison, explaining that while the pain might drive others to demand harsher punishment, she believed Mackenzie might not be released after 15 years. Judge Russo's stern gaze and unwavering voice underscored the gravity of the situation. In a haunting twist, surveillance footage from the scene was shown in court. This footage vividly captured the chilling moments before impact. As the video played, the courtroom was gripped with an eerie silence. The judge described it as the kind of evidence that one can never unsee. An illustration of Mackenzie's deliberate and purposeful actions. It was a moment that left everyone in the courtroom in disbelief, grappling with the sheer horror of it all. To truly understand the gravity of this case, we must delve into the motive behind this horrifying act. Prosecutors presented evidence of Mackenzie's alleged threats towards Dominic Russo in the month leading up to the crash. One friend even recounted a chilling statement she had made. "I will crash this car right now." This paints a disturbing picture of premeditation, a plan that Mackenzie may have concealed until it was too late. During the sentencing hearing, family members of the victims read powerful impact statements, painting a vivid picture of the lives that were forever altered. Dominic Russo's mother, Christine, expressed her grief and said, "Mackenzie, going to prison because you did this. Be thankful you're still alive and have a future, whatever that may be." Davion Flanagan's sister asked for the harshest punishment, saying that Mackenzie always took the easy way out. It was a heartbreaking moment where grief collided with anger, leaving the courtroom heavy with emotion. Mackenzie Shirilla, her voice trembling with remorse, tearfully read an apology in court. She expressed deep sorrow for the pain she had caused and insisted that she would never intentionally have caused this tragedy. Her words were an attempt to bridge the chasm of pain that had opened between her and the victims' families. However, the scars ran deep, and her apology, while heartfelt, couldn't erase the unimaginable loss. The sound of her sobbing echoed in the courtroom, a haunting reminder of the human tragedy that had unfolded. The defense attorney, James McDonnell, argued passionately on behalf of his client. He contended that there was no evidence to support the claim that Mackenzie intended to kill her passengers. He highlighted her age at the time, lack of a criminal record, and model behavior while in prison. The defense's arguments resonated with some in the courtroom, creating moments of doubt amid the overwhelming evidence presented by the prosecution. It was a clash of legal minds that added further complexity to this harrowing case. As we contemplate the tragedy of Mackenzie Shirilla's case, we are reminded of the profound impact our decisions can have on the lives of others. Her deliberate and calculated actions have forever altered the course of 3 families, leaving a trail of devastation that words can barely describe. As we reflect on this case, may it serve as a stark reminder that every decision we make has consequences that can ripple through countless lives. Beyond the courtroom, this case has had a profound impact on the Strongsville community and beyond. Friends, neighbors, and even strangers have come together to mourn the loss of Dominic Russo and Davion Flanagan. Candlelight vigils, fundraisers, and community support initiatives have emerged as a testament to the strength of human compassion in the face of tragedy. The road to healing for the families of the victims is a long and arduous one. They must navigate grief, anger, and a profound sense of loss. Therapy, support groups, and counseling are just some of the tools that they will employ to begin the process of moving forward. The scars of this tragedy will never fully fade, but the strength of these families is nothing short of remarkable. In the aftermath of this devastating case, it's essential to reflect on the lessons we can glean from it. It reminds us of the fragility of life and the importance of nurturing healthy relationships. It calls on us to take mental health seriously and to seek help when needed. It underscores the responsibility we all bear for the choices we make and their far-reaching consequences. The impact of Mackenzie Shirilla's actions extended far beyond the courtroom. The Strongsville community and the nation at large were left reeling from the shockwaves of this tragic incident. Vigils were held in memory of Dominic Russo and Davion Flanagan, drawing hundreds of mourners who came to pay their respects. Strongsville residents, who had once considered their neighborhood a haven of peace, were left grappling with the harsh reality that such a terrible event could unfold in their midst. Parents hugged their children tighter, neighbors checked in on one another, and the community rallied to support the grieving families. This heartbreaking case serves as a stark reminder of the complex interplay of emotions, relationships, and mental health. It forces us to confront uncomfortable questions about the warning signs of troubled individuals and the responsibility society bears to support those in need. The tragedy also highlights the importance of communication and intervention in turbulent relationships. Mackenzie Shirilla's threats, if taken seriously and reported, might have led to a different outcome. It emphasizes the necessity of fostering an environment where individuals can seek help without fear of judgment or retribution. As Mackenzie Shirilla begins her sentence, the families of Dominic Russo and Davion Flanagan embark on their own arduous journey toward healing. It's a journey marked by profound grief, but also by resilience and strength. The support of their community and the love for their lost ones will be their guiding lights. We hope that this tragic story serves as a reminder that we all play a role in the lives of those around us. In the aftermath of this tragic case, we are left with a multitude of emotions and questions. The lives of Mackenzie Shirilla, Dominic Russo, and Davion Flanagan have become inextricably intertwined in a harrowing tale of loss, remorse, and consequences. As we reflect on this heartbreaking story, let it serve as a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the far-reaching impact of our decisions. We've witnessed the courtroom drama, the heart-wrenching impact statements, and the sentences handed down. But as we move forward, we must also consider the lessons learned from this tragedy. It underscores the importance of seeking help in turbulent relationships, taking mental health seriously, and the responsibility we all bear for our choices. The impact of Mackenzie Shirilla's actions extended far beyond the courtroom. The Strongsville community and the nation at large were left reeling from the shockwaves of this tragic incident. Vigils were held in memory of Dominic Russo and Davion Flanagan, drawing hundreds of mourners who came to pay their respects. Strongsville residents, who had once considered their neighborhood a haven of peace, were left grappling with the harsh reality that such a terrible event could unfold in their midst. Parents hugged their children tighter, neighbors checked in on one another, and the community rallied to support the grieving families. As Mackenzie Shirilla begins her sentence, the families of Dominic Russo and Davion Flanagan embark on their own arduous journey toward healing. It's a journey marked by profound grief, but also by resilience and strength. The support of their community and the love for their lost ones will be their guiding lights. We hope that this tragic story serves as a reminder that we all play a role in the lives of those around us. It's a reminder of the profound impact our decisions can have, and the need for empathy, compassion, and understanding in our interactions with others. Thank you for joining us today as we delved into the chilling case of Mackenzie Shirilla, a story that reminds us of the darkness that can reside in human hearts and the profound suffering that can result from one person's unimaginable actions. If you found this podcast informative and thought-provoking, please consider subscribing to our channel for more in-depth stories like this one. Until next time, take care, and may the memory of Dominic Russo and Davion Flanagan live on, serving as a testament to the preciousness of life and the importance of making choices that bring us together rather than tearing us apart.